Hello, my name is Maliha.
Hello, my name is Valentina,
and this is the Unnamed Podcast.
And this episode is called Sorry We're Fully Booked because we're going to talk about books. So,
yeah.
Hope you guys enjoy.
Okay, so what's your favorite book?
I have top 3. I don't know what order they're in, but The Perks of Being a Wallflower, In Cold Blood, and To Kill a Mockingbird.
I want to read In Cold Blood so bad.
It's amazing. It's phenomenal.
I saw on Pinterest and people were like, oh my god, it's so good, and now I want to read it.
Yeah, you should, because it's kind of insane. It's surreal because it's a true murder case, and the author, Truman Capote, he interviewed the murderers. You get transported into the world. It's so descriptive and horrifying because that actually happened, and there's so many other cases that aren't documented as clearly as this one was, and we'll never find out. And it's just the awareness that was spread is so amazing. Yeah. Okay, what's your favorite book?
Okay, I've got 2, which is one less than you, but yeah.
It's still recording.
Oh, okay. So To Kill a Mockingbird is 1, and In the Forest.
I forgot about that book.
Yeah, of course you did. But
it's
so good.
It's a really good book.
It's unbiased. That's because it's about a murder as well, a true murder that happened in Dublin, and Edna O'Brien went and investigated it, and then she wrote a book about it. That's basically it. Yeah. But it's unbiased, and I really like that because it shows the murderer's point of view, but also the victim's point of view.
The author is so
amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need new words for this.
Yeah, we do. To Kill a Mockingbird. Mutual connection between us.
It's so amazing.
Valentina was freaking out right now.
It's so good.
I agree.
Yeah, I finished it in a bus ride from a school trip when I was sitting beside Maliha. And yeah, she kept interrupting me. She was like, are you there yet? Are you there yet? When she was expecting me to give a reaction to something. And yeah.
I made her hold my hand because I knew she would start hitting me the second that she got to that point. And I was right because she started squeezing my hand.
Guys, violence is not the answer.
Yeah, Valentina. Exactly. I get why it's such a controversial book because it is written by a white woman and the N-word is used many times in the book. I like how it's written by a white woman in the 70s, and she's then people still would have been racist, and she's from a racist part of America, I'm pretty sure. And then she's just writing about how she does support black people though. But I don't like how she uses the N-word so much.
Yeah, even if it was for story purposes, let's make this more relevant. It still doesn't.
Yeah, so I understand why it's controversial, but it's a really good book if you're not going to talk about the racism
in between the lines.
Yeah. And it's a full circle, but just in a very different way.
Yeah, before I read the book, she kept telling me that the entire book is a pattern, and she was trying to figure out the pattern as she read the book. And it changed so much, because first she thought it was a doodle.
Yeah.
But then she realized it was interconnected. The author is such a genius. Yeah.
Because, you know how most books, say The Outsiders, it starts with the same sentence as it ends with, but it makes sense. The start still makes sense. In To Kill a Mockingbird, it's literally just waffle. You don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, the first few pages, you're okay, what?
Yeah, my teacher that gave it to me, she was telling me that I love it. And then I started reading it, and I was oh my god, what the heck did she give me? Because I was I was so confused. And then I started reading it more, and I was okay, now I understand. And when I got to the end, it was my jaw genuinely just dropped. And I was I was in the middle of geography as I read it, which is the teacher that gave me the book. So, it was so cool though. I loved the book.
Yeah, if I looked back, I would have probably needed some tape to get her jaw back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, another book, The Outsiders.
Yeah.
That we read.
I mean, I wouldn't read it twice. Well, no, I did read it twice, but that was for English purposes.
Yeah, that was for exam purposes. So did I. So
I wouldn't read it twice, but it was it was good.
Yeah, the movie is really cool too.
Yeah.
I would probably watch the movie again.
Yeah. And then Perks of Being a Wallflower. Yeah, continue. That was your favorite book.
It's so amazing. And I don't know, I finished that within a day because there was a storm here. But it's a short book, 200 pages. I'm a slow reader, so it probably took more than 5 hours, but it was so amazing. Obviously, it's not gonna be interesting for everyone. Like when I saw some comments about it, I was so shocked. I was genuinely shocked. I was hurt because I love that book so much. I don't really know why I love that so much, but
Maybe you relate to Charlie. His name was Charlie, right?
yeah, it's so interesting to see the different experiences of school and teenage life that people have because it's like the best and the worst years of our lives.
Yeah.
And it's so good. It impacted me like I don't know how, but it impacted me.
The book is good.
Yeah, she
I watched the movie before I read the book, so I didn't get impacted by it that much. But yeah, it was good. I wouldn't read it again though.
Yeah. So you lied to me when you said you wanted to read it again.
No, because then I wanted to read it again. Right now, I never want to see that book ever again. You know. Yeah. You see, thoughts change, Valentina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People change.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your least favorite book? Like
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Notes from Underground by Dostoevsky. I couldn't even finish it. It was the worst how long did I even have that book?
I don't know.
I had it for like a week or maybe two, and I think I got nightmares from it. Like twice 2 is 4. Okay, no one cares. Where's the story at?
Yeah. Yeah, there was no plot, but like there was a completely different plot. Like the plot began at the end, like the last 20 pages. And it was a completely different story. And throughout the book he's just saying stuff, but no one except him and like educated philosophers would be able to understand. I don't think they even would understand that book.
It's Dostoevsky. You can't understand him. He's something else.
Yeah, but I actually like that book. So
of course you do.
So my least favorite book is this it. But one book I couldn't even go read halfway through it was Don't Attack Me, Maliha, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Because
Get out. Get out.
It was just a bunch of conversations, and yes, I'll try to read it again in the future. Because right now, at this day and age, I cannot read Victorian books because I'm not emotionally mature enough or like prepared enough because they're boring.
Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
It took me like a month to finish that, maybe over a month.
Yeah, like I read 100 pages and I was like, what is going on?
It was like my first classic as well, so do not start with Pride and Prejudice because I think I got so unmotivated to read more classics after reading that. But it was a good book. The last 100 pages is like, it's amazing. Yeah. But like, don't read the rest.
I'll take you up on that because I'll try to read it again. It's just like, I didn't know who was who because there was Mrs. something, Miss something, Mr. something.
Yeah. It's like Mrs. Bennet is the wife, Mr. Bennet is Mr. Bennet, and then Miss Bennet would be the oldest unmarried daughter, and then the rest is Miss, like, say, whatever Bennet.
Yeah, you see, I wouldn't know that. So, like, I would be confused on who was who. Because they would start with the name of the eldest daughter, and then throughout the book, they would change it to, Jane Austen, she would change it to her surname, and I didn't know that, and I was so confused. And there were a bunch of conversations that I didn't understand. So, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't understand it either. I just read it.
Yeah.
You don't have to understand something to read it, you know?
Same with Wuthering Heights. It was my first classic.
Oh, I remember when you got it and you were so happy.
Yeah, I was so happy. And first Victorian classic. Victorian? I don't know.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, but by Charlotte Bronte. No, Emily Bronte. I'm so sorry, Emily.
She's reading it from my shelf.
And I still got it wrong. Yeah, I was nearly done. I think I went 3/4. Like, I read 3/4 of it. And I was like, what? But it's just because I'm not.
I mean, I don't think you should start with any of the Bronte sisters or like Jane Austen when you're starting with classics.
Or any Victorian, like really old ones.
You should start with like The Great Gatsby because that was like in the 20s. So it's not that like class. It's like a modern classic.
Amazing.
Yeah. I love The Great Gatsby.
To Kill a Mockingbird too.
Yeah, because that's not that old either.
Yeah. Oh, one book we didn't mention was White Nights.
Oh my god, I love that.
That impacted us so much. We did our English project on that book.
Yeah, we Yeah.
It was the grade we received was a disaster, but
You know, we did it.
we did it.
Yeah.
We did it. Yay. Get the reference. Yeah.
It was It was a really good book though. Our teacher was smiling at us the entire time, so we thought we'd do well.
Yeah, we were like, I was so confident because when we were presenting, we had to present in front of the whole class.
Yeah, it was like a speech thing, so
Yeah, but the grade was based on how we presented it, not the topic.
yeah.
And we thought it was 50-50. And the teacher, she was recording it and she was smiling so much. And I was so happy. I was like,
Maybe she was laughing at us, but we were
Yeah.
like trying to keep it inside.
that's very likely. Like, those girls don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, it took us like what, a whole week or something?
No, that thing was over 3 weeks.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I don't even have any memory from it.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. I just remember like the stress from it. Like, oh my
Real.
god. Yeah, but you should definitely read White Nights.
We have a lot of books we want to read. So
Yeah. Like Lolita.
we want to read that so bad. It's just like,
There's so much to do, but then yeah.
I just can't find the time because I have other books before Lolita to read,
Yeah.
like The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn or something.
Oh,
By
you
Mark
got
Twain.
Huckleberry Finn?
Yeah, and the second book, which is also by Mark Twain. I just don't remember the name right now.
I want to read that so bad.
I also want to read Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky.
I read the first 4 pages. It's the Dostoevsky effect. I swear I was falling asleep. I love him. I like his books. He just talks too much. Yeah.
And it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also want to read The Divine Comedy by Dante.
I can't wait to start reading that though.
Yeah,
But I have to get through Crime and Punishment first.
she won't get through it.
Yeah.
The Iliad, like, because I want to know more about Greek mythology and the Trojan War.
Ooh, I want to read Heaven. Ooh, Animal Farm, 1984. Like literally any book written by George Orwell. Like,
Yeah, I also want to read some by Virginia Woolf.
yeah.
Um,
The Stranger by Albert Camus.
yeah,
I want to read The Bell Jar. She's read it. I haven't read it yet.
I think she should read it.
You think?
Yeah, yeah.
Perhaps.
The Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, Virginia Woolf wrote that?
No,
Oh. I was so confused because I was like, there's no way. Like, I've seen that book in the library and I did not read Virginia Woolf from the author's title thing.
yeah, because it didn't.
Yeah, exactly. I would have gotten that, but I didn't have my library card. So now I'm regretting not having my library card. I was in the library without my library card.
Interesting. Oh, I want to read books by Toni Morrison, like The Bluest Eye.
Oh.
Have you heard of that?
No. Then
I want to
Yeah.
read Emma.
oh my god, I started that. I think I died. Like it was
What?
so boring.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you
not
read
in the
the
good
first
died.
page?
No, I was like I read 10 pages. I can't even recall what happened because of how boring it was. Jane Austen, I love her, but I hate her so much. Like I love her books at the end. Like when it finishes, I love it. When I start it, I think I'm going through hell. Like I literally feel like
Oh.
I'm in Dante's Inferno. Get it?
No, no. You
Good.
haven't read that yet. You do
No,
not
but-
deserve the right to reference.
Apologies.
One of the things that really bothers me is book talk because social media, no, just no.
Yeah, like it's Kumalum.
Yeah, that's Irish for I don't care.
I hope so. I mean, book talk is like, I don't like it when it's those Colleen Hoover books or like those books like Icebreaker, because those are not okay, guys. Like, I don't know what people are reading nowadays. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know, don't read those books.
Yeah, this girl was reading it in our class once, and it was like, oh my god. And my other friend, she was reading Twisted Love because one of her friends like brought it in, and they were like reading it out loud and like making fun of it and everything. And it was like so weird because who writes stuff like that?
Yeah, and like, who's to say that reading that kind of stuff is not the same as watching it?
Exactly.
You know. So don't pollute your brain Brian. I mixed up brain and mind.
You're Brian.
Don't pollute your brain with that kind of stuff, okay? Yeah.
I mean, you're not even learning anything there, because it's like, at least in classics, if they're talking about suicide and everything, at least you're learning vocabulary, or like there's a lot of Greek mythology in it. There's a lot of words from different languages in it. But like nowadays, there's nothing. It's just English. If it even is English, like give it a few years, and there's gonna be Sigma in a book. I'm not even kidding.
Don't let the current trends on BookTok or any other social media influence what it is that you like.
It's kind of where you're expected to like a book because everybody likes it. So then you just get scared to say that you don't like it. And it's like the same with classics as well. Just because it's a classic doesn't mean you have to like it.
Exactly.
Because there's a lot of classics I don't like Notes from Underground. Like, I actually hate that book so much. Oh my god. Like, you don't have to read classics or anything. You don't have to read like fiction. You can just read whatever you want. Like, read it if you want. Like, obviously, like, try new things, but don't just force yourself to read something because somebody else is reading it. So you're just like, oh, I want to read that. Because then you're just going to develop a hatred for like reading. Don't just read classics, but say if you hear this and then you're just like, oh my god, wait, now I want to read classics, and they said that BookTok books are bad, so I'm never going to read BookTok books again. No.
Yeah, definitely not.
Do not do that. Like, there are good books on it. Like, I've never read it, but like the Poppy Wars, I've heard that's really good. Someone did a project on it for English, which was really cool. And I thought that the book was really cool. I just never got around to reading it. But yeah.
Yeah, because social media is just a problem in itself. They just like force onto you what everyone else thinks is right.
Yeah. Like, there is no right when it comes to books, really.
Yeah, or art in general, because that's subjective. Because don't let social media drain your personality from you. Do what you want to do. It's hard to find someone with their own personal taste and actually explain that.
Like, I mean, if your personal taste is basic, fine, because that's your personal taste. But we're talking about people that it's not their personal taste, but they just do it to fit in.
Yeah, it's people that change themselves to according to what's trending.
Oh, talking about books, and we came on this. Yeah, there's like the 23-minute thing when you lose focus.
Yeah, don't do that, guys. Be yourself and read what you want. Just don't let BookTok influence you to... Well, obviously, it recommends you some books, and most of them are really good. Just don't let it be your entire focus. Go to a library, pick out something. It's life-changing.
Like, don't read something just because it's popular.
Yeah, don't do anything just because it's popular, you know?
Yeah.
Like the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Actually, no, because that was about mental health awareness. Valentina, are you saying that people should be aware of mental health? Wow, so you're going to get people with mental health. I see what this is. Okay, yeah, no, I know. You know, you read like all of, like, you read Dostoevsky as well, and you don't even care about mental health. Like, I read like 20 pages on like Notes from Underground, and then I crashed out.
You only read 20 pages?
I crashed out so bad.
I didn't know you only read 20 pages.
It was so bad. Maybe less. I will judge the book by the intro. I don't care.
She definitely will.
It's like, which is bad, because if I judged To Kill a Mockingbird by its intro, I would have like not had a favorite book, because I love that book so much.
Yeah, use the 50-page rule. I saw that and I kind of use it all the time.
Don't use that for Jane Austen. Use like the 200-page rule. Like, the end is good, guys. The beginning is just like introducing characters. And Dostoevsky just there is no page rule for him. He just talks randomly.
It's like, I don't think he understands himself.
He was very thinky. Is that a word?
No, I don't think so. So to everyone that doesn't have a habit of reading,
read. Yeah,
you just should, full stop. But like, if you still want to be more convinced, we're going to give you like scientific benefits of reading. So Maliha's just going to get that.
Oh, I think I X'd out of it.
Great.
Give me a minute. Okay, this is 10 brain reasons, and I can't read the rest because it just turns into dots. And it's by Medium. Okay, a 2020 study from the Journal of American Psychological Association found that parents who read to their children daily from the ages of 6 to 18 months had lower stress levels, were more sensitive to the children's needs, and were warmer to their children. Okay, so is this like... Wait, so is this to the parents? Or the children? I thought it was about the children.
Stop the parents.
Oh, never mind. Well, it still shows. So if you ever become a parent, just read, you know? To your children that are ages 6 to 18 months. I searched up benefits. Oh, it expands your knowledge, enhances creativity and imagination, improves your memory. How does that work?
I don't know because I forget the characters' names every time I'm reading
Yeah,
or watching a movie. I always forget the names.
exactly.
That's like a fact. It improves focus. Yeah, and it's entertaining.
No, it does not. Have you ever read a book and just like you're reading, but you're not reading with your brain?
All the time, but that's not the point. Apparently, it improves focus. It's in the article. It's so entertaining. You need to read. It's like you can live in other worlds through reading.
Oh my god, I just found this thing. It says, did you know that it takes 23 minutes to get your focus back on track after being distracted? That's why that's why it's taking us like what? 3.5 hours to film this. Technology trains you to be distracted.
Clearly.
Yeah, so books don't.
Yeah, books don't. Books are amazing. Books are beautiful. They smell nice.
You know, your phone has more germs than a toilet seat, and a book doesn't. And reading is just cool.
Yeah, be cool.
It's like a movie, but with words.
And you can customize the movie.
Like if you can watch a movie with subtitles and read the subtitles, you can read a book.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the experience of watching a movie is so cool when the movie is based on a book and you read the book first.
Because you'll be crashing out when the characters don't look like what you want them to look like.
Yeah, or like you realize the differences in the plot or like the timeline.
A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, like the series, is set in 2025 when it's actually set in 2019, and that made me so mad. Like,
Yeah.
I can't.
And no one looks like they're supposed to, in my head at least.
I mean, Ravi and Salda's Pip, I imagine with longer hair.
I imagine her brunette.
She is brunette.
She is?
Yeah,
I thought she was blonde.
No. Yeah, reading is very good. And it's just fun.
It's so fun. It's like, it's not a hobby, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah. And you'll always be fully booked. That was so funny. You're meant to laugh.
No, thank you.
I was referencing to our title.
As you can tell, it's very clear.
and also because we're talking about books, and so if you're fully booked, you're literally reading a book, so you're gonna be like fully booked. Get it? Because booked and book.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really funny. Okay, so the fun fact for today is George Washington spent $6,600 in today's currency on ice cream in one summer alone.
I wish I could do that.
But you're broke, so.
Yeah, guys. Study a lot, work hard, and you will be able to spend $6,600 on ice cream for one summer. Yeah, so.
That was crazy, just like one summer. Have a nice life, and
go read a book, guys.
Yeah. Don't be on your phone all the time.
Yeah, after a while, crocodiles.